Greetings, Mechwarriors! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is TTB speaking, and welcome back to German Mechgineering. Now, today, guys, we're playing the Vapor Eagle 2 in a SLAPPOR Eagle configuration. Ta-da! We've even got a slapping pistol here. Interesting build, isn't it? It is a left-sided Vapor Eagle build where you have to expose the left side of your mech. I would say about 50% vertically and about 50% horizontally. If you just make a cut here in the mech to be able to shoot at the enemy targets. On the positive side, the weapon mounts are fairly high, even the arm mount is fairly high, and they're close together, so convergence is really good. Let's go ahead and have a look at the build. The loadout looks like this, guys. The basis is going to be a Clan XL Engine 255. We're using 2 jump jets. We're using an LB20 in the left torso, we're using a LB10 in the left arm. The LB10 also gets 3 tons of ammo, all in the left arm, it's all self-contained. If the left arm gets blown off, you don't need the ammo for the LB10 anyways. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tons of LB20 ammo, and that syncs up quite nicely with the LB10. You've got a little bit more LB10, of course, than LB20 because the shots per ton are, of course, very different, but you're gonna make sure that you have enough LB20 ammo to last you the whole fight. That's why I'm going double in terms of tonnage. 6 tons LB20, 3 tons LB10. Now, I was looking at this build and I thought, can you do triple LB10s? And the problem is, no, you can't. It just gets too heavy. It just gets too heavy to a point where it gets pointless. So what you have to do is you have to run it with an LB20 and an LB10. Now, the LB10 has a higher range, of course, but that's not a problem here, guys, because our optimal range for the LB20 is 360. That's easily enough, and even at 500 meters or so, you can still shoot both of these weapons and do recognizable damage. So I would say the best range for engaging here, of course, below 360, but you can shoot this up to 500 or even 600, and anything further, you just shoot the LB10. Projectile speed, by the way, guys, exactly the same. Cooldown a little bit higher on the LB20, actually 4 seconds on the LB20 and only 2.25 on the LB10, so the cooldown is almost twice as high as the LB10. But here's the thing, guys, in a brawl you can't always keep shooting, right? You have to twist, you have to turn, you have to go to cover, you have to jump up behind cover, whatever. So if you can get sustained damage going, you just keep sustained damage up and you're just gonna fire every 2 seconds basically. You fire the LB10 and then you fire the LB20 at the same time. 2 seconds later you shoot the LB10 alone, 2 seconds later you shoot the LB20 and the LB10 together, so it all syncs up quite nicely. So it should not be a problem whatsoever. Okay, nothing in the right torso, nothing in the right arm. The right arm actually has the least amount of armor on this mech. I actually lowered the head a little bit and the legs a little bit to get at least some armor here into that right arm. If you feel that you're dying too often due to being legged, put more armor in the legs and just lower the arm to 1 armor and you should be fine. Okay, let's have a look at the skill tree for this mech, and it's also a little bit weird. Or weird looking, at least. So, in order to get the maximum out of this mech, we want to have LBX spread 1 and 2 to get our spread for the LBX a tiny bit more concentrated. That helps us with taking out components. I took velocity 1, 2, 4 and 5 here. I couldn't find enough points to get to velocity 3 over on this side here. Of course, if you build it a little bit differently, invest less into survival as I do, for example, then you can get that. But I just feel the extra 3% velocity is just not justifying it. So we're getting the right-hand side of the tree, magazine capacity 1 and 2, LBX spread 1 and 2, and as many cooldown and velocity nodes as we can manage to get. Any heat gen nodes are just a bonus here, we don't really need them. Then survival tree, we take the full survival tree without AMS overload 1 and 2 because we don't have an AMS system. Nothing in mobility, nothing in jump jets, nothing in operations. Sensors tree for seismic sensor 1 and 2, always nice to have on any kind of brawler loadout or any kind of mech that wants to get a little bit closer. And radar deprivation 1 through 5, so that if we show up on the enemy radar, we go ahead and hide from the enemy radar very quickly as soon as line of sight is lost on us. And then last but not least, in the auxiliary tree, I opted to go double cool shot here with cool shot cooldown and double artillery strike. If you don't want to do that, here's what you can do. You can basically save 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points here. I still have it in there because I say, you know what, if somebody comes at me with a flamer, or for example, if I'm jump jetting around a lot and I'm heat capped a little bit, then having a secondary cool shot can be nice. But if you don't want that, you're saving 5 points, and all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can also take the velocity node over here. So, as you can see, it all works out quite nicely. I'll leave it up to you however you want to skill this mech. But enough about that. That's so much great theory. Let's take the SLAPPOR Eagle into a dropship and see how it performs. I shall see you there. Alrighty guys, here we are in our SLAPPOR Eagle, and the name of the game is Mining Collective, and that means use our jump jets to get into the middle and be among the first people in said middle area. Now, we have a left mount weapon system here which we can try and abuse, because we are going to peek left around these buildings if we can, but for now let's just take a look over here, drop the artillery strike right on the corner to welcome the enemies, and also see a UAV getting destroyed. Really nice job from the teammate there, recognizing the UAV above and taking it down with its ER medium laser. Alright, so I don't see any enemies yet, so I'm transitioning over to this side, and yep, there we go, there's our first enemy. That's a Corsair coming in, shooting at me, which is not good, but we are still very, very safe here. We've got some teammates with us, and now it's time to go slap him in the face and fall back a little bit, not to expose ourselves against too many enemies, and we will just continue shooting onto that big-ass Corsair, and hopefully take him down here with our teammates. That's very tanky, this guy. There we go, Corsair is down, very nice, and now we can go ahead and do some more damage to the people that are trying to get up here. I've got a few teammates here with me. There's an enemy UAV above that has not been taken down yet, so that's a problem, specifically because the enemy team seems to have some lurms. There we go, UAV is down, and now we can go ahead and re-engage. The border has both side torsos open. That's a huge, huge target sign for any LBX carrier, because that means we can easily crit off one of these side torsos with one shot if we can get line of sight onto him. Nope, never mind, we're just gonna go ahead onto the Supernova, get the LB10 shot in as a afterward shot, and just hold the position right here. 1 kill to 1 right now, guys. It is very, very even, but we have the top, and with the top we have the superior position, because we can just easily rotate, while the enemy team has to walk a long, long ways to be able to move around. We can just go to the other side and keep shooting these guys. For example, that Supernova right here is not having a very good day, because we keep slapping him. He's got lurms, he's gonna lurm us any second now, but we take away his side torso, and with that, all the lurms, we take away the other side torso, and now it's just a walking CT that we can easily just crit down with our LBXs, and I might want to go ahead and try and secure the kill here. There we go, through the back, Lurm Supernova -1. Let's see what else we can find here. Some enemies on Delta 4 shooting my teammates, but yeah, he's down below. Okay, and some other guys coming up the ramp. You gotta be very careful here, guys, about the ramps. It's very easy to ignore enemies and not see them coming up from the other ramp if you're holding the middle right here, especially since my team has moved around a little bit. But that's okay. I'm just trying to hold the middle here, and I'm just gonna shoot any target of opportunity that I can find and shoot them with my LBXs. Some more lurms coming from the left side. There is the friendly lurmer. Let's show him what we think about lurms. Yep, that's exactly what I think about lurms. LBXs to the face. 6 kills over 2, this should be in the bank. 7 over 3, yeah, it's definitely in the bank. Let's go ahead and shoot that, what was that? Shadowcat up top here and help out our assault mech here against the little guys. For example, the Shadowcat, shoot him in the middle a little bit, hit not quite perfectly, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and scare him off here. Had I hit that shot straight CT, I might have gotten the kill, but, you know, it's alright. And of course, guys, make sure to always shield with your right side, because that's the side that doesn't have any weapons in it. If you lose that, not a big deal. There's nothing in there. Let's go ahead, go onto the Griffin. I whiffed the shot here on the kill. I should have aimed a little bit further to the right, but it's alright. So, 10 kills over 7, closer than it needs to be. That Shadowcat is basically one-shot CT. Let's see if we can get it from a jump shot here. Not quite, unfortunately, and there's another target up on the left here with ECM. Oh, it's a fresh cicada. We are 5 minutes into the fight here, guys, and 10 minutes match timer, and there's a fresh cicada out of nowhere. But that's okay. Maybe we can go ahead and do an RKO from out of nowhere onto that cicada. Let's see. Hey, hi there. How's it going? Yeah. You know what? You got stealth, but I got eyes, and my eyes are superior to your stealth. Got another shot in, and now the ring around the rosy begins, but he doesn't have the armaments to take me down. I'm a heavier mech, I've got more armor, and I've got more weapon systems that you can duck away at me as long as you want. I'm just gonna keep chasing you down and keep whittling you down with my LBXs. Boom! Another shot into target. If I was really, really good, I was actually gonna go ahead and just target him with my R button, but for some reason I'm very, very lazy. There we go, target acquired. You see his side torso is open, his CT is open right before the taking, and anybody that shoots him on the CT will take him down. Unfortunately, it wasn't me, because I hit him straight into the CT, but as you can see, this guy had a lot of back armor, maybe even stock build, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's dead, and we can go ahead and reap the benefits of our labor. 12 kills over 8, final score, 3 killing blows, 7 assists, 1 solo kill, 3 KDs, 828 damage done, with 7 components destroyed in the SLAPPOR Eagle. And guys, if you enjoy this content, you know what to do. Check out my Patreon page, become a member of Team TTB. Alright guys, let's jump right into the next match here, into the cold and frozen wastelands of Frozen City Classic, and of course we will slap immediately. Haha, we are slapping these guys so hard, even their stuff falls off, their little flags and the little thingamajiggers and doodads and whatnot. We just slap them and it all falls right off. That's right, we're playing Mechwarrior Online, not Fashion Warrior Online, for crying out loud. Also there's a Fafnir down below shooting me, and of course Fafnir shooting me means that I have to shoot said Fafnir. I'm just waiting right now for my team to finally realize that there's a Fafnir down there, and hopefully they can go ahead and engage him. There we go. No, never mind, the Fafnir engages himself. That is very, very nice of him, because that saves me the trouble of letting the team know what's going on. However, we're just taking down a high unit C, I believe. Casual kill onto him. Fafnir CT is open. One more shot will take him down. Teammates are getting it. Very, very nice. And we can keep on pushing forward. 3 kills over 1 is looking very good for us, especially since we just took down 2 assault mechs, and there is a 3rd assault mech around the corner. I'm just a little bit careful here. I'm waiting for my teammates. I don't want to push in on my own because I know there's no teammates beyond me. There's a sign here. TTB has a sign in his hand that says no teammates beyond this point. So you gotta know about that, and you gotta play it safe. There, we dodged the MRM volley of that archer. Now we go back a little bit. We might be able to shoot Juliet up here in his Nightgyre, who's oh, it's Nietzsche actually, and he's ducking away with 6 UAC2s. Okay, that looks dangerous. I don't want to be shot by that thing. So let's see what else we can find here. Another Vapor Eagle, Assault Mech in Charlie 4, and Nightgyre is not looking too hot right now. His side torso is cooked a little bit. Yeah, that's the bane of UAC2s. They get quite hot. That's why I don't like using them. So, now let's see what else we can find here. Oh, there we go. Shoot the Battlemaster. There's another high note to see, I believe. Let's get another shot into target here. Start twisting. Maybe get another shot into target. He's smoking, and he might be losing a side torso here soon. There's the Vapor Eagle again. We give him a double volley into the back, a double whammy into the back, and a double whammy into the face. Very, very nice. This guy should be at 0 armor. Yep, his CT is actually red right now. One more touch will take him out, but that's alright. We'll just keep this position here because it's a nice in-between position where I can shoot targets that are trying to transition into the Bravo 3 area. The beautiful thing is the enemies are actually blocking themselves right now. Oh, let's go flak mode, and we actually hit the flak shot. Very, very nice. Okay. That's a Piranha running around, and we slap him, and he's dead. It's like, get out of here, kid! Okay, let's help out our buddy here with that Battlemaster because he's still quite fresh, but we will start dealing with that. His side torso is gone. We go for CT. My teammates are shooting him, and the Battlemaster falls because he walked into the enemy team. There's a flea down below. Let's see if we can take down the flea. Hello? Aiming? Okay. TTB took too long to aim and didn't shoot enough. What's the number 1 mistake, guys? Keep firing. TTB didn't fire. TTB went for the skill shot, went for the beautiful kill, and that cost him the kill. Alright, let's go ahead and chase down the Vulcan with our teammates. It's just a lone Vulcan. Vulcan 5T, by the way, guys, a really, really good mech, but of course, on its own, it's not going to do much here. We're just going to go chase him down, and we're going to take him apart piece by little piece while the Lerms are raining on his head. Boom, there we go, 1 medium power stakes are gone, and as soon as one side torso gets taken off, this guy is going to be finished because that's an XL build if I've ever seen one. So, we just help our teammates chase him down. Legs are also very open, maybe we can get a leg here. Nope, I whiffed the shot unfortunately, but it doesn't matter. The teammate takes him down, and the chainsaw plays its nice song. Okay, well, not a bad round, a little bit of brawling, a little bit of dodging around, and a little bit of good decision making of TTB not dying horribly on his own. 2 killing blows, 8 assists, 1 kill, most damage dealt, 631 damage done, 4 components destroyed in the SLAPPOR Eagle, guys. Try it, it's a nice and fun build. And again, guys, if you like this content, join me on Patreon. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.